If you are a fresher and you are not aware where exactly to start learning automation testing, or you wanted to become a software tester but not aware about what tools, what technologies, what different libraries to learn in order to become software tester or automation tester, there are a lot of confusions. And in previous years also, after AI has come, there are a lot of disruption in the market. So if you are confused and are searching for any roadmap which can give you complete clarity, then this video is going to help you. This video will definitely help those also who have just started their career in software testing field and they are not aware exactly how market is changing and what different things you should learn in order to build your career in software testing going further, or automation testing basically. So if you are a student who is just exploring about software testing and what different things are there in software testing field, or if you are a fresher who have just joined the job in software testing field, and how and what different things they should learn in order to build further career in software testing, this video is definitely going to help all of those people. So I have divided this whole roadmap of learning automation testing in 10 different modules. So without any delay, let's come to the screen and I'll explain you step by step all different modules. But if you are seeing me for the first time, then my name is Amit Tripathi and I am an automation tester with more than 10 years of experience in software testing and automation testing. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please make sure to subscribe. I keep on creating content related to software testing, AI in software testing, and also related to the IT industry and different mindsets and career related things. Okay, so now we are on the screen. So over here, if you see, first module is related to foundations. So you are going to become an automation tester or software tester. You should be understanding the foundations or basics of software testing. What different types of testings are there, what are different basics related to manual testing, defect life cycle, what is SDLC, STLC, what is agile, how people work in agile. So all of those things you need to understand in module 1. When you are starting, you should understanding what is the purpose of testing, why do we test, how to test something manually, and then what is need of automation. So all of basic details you should be understanding and learning about the concepts and basics in module 1 itself. Then you should be moving forward with installing any code editor. There are so many code editors. VS Code is there, IntelliJ, PyCharm is there, very famous for Python related things. But so there are so many code editors are there, so you should be picking any one of them. For me, if you are a fresher, then I would recommend you to use IntelliJ. It's very good. VS Code and PyCharm are also at the same time very good, but IntelliJ, why I'm suggesting IntelliJ, because IntelliJ can help you code with Java or Python at the same time, and others language also it supports. So and I am personally using IntelliJ very much. So IntelliJ is a good choice according to me. Then you have to decide on programming language first. Why? Because see, you have to understand that automation is also doing coding. So if you are manually testing anything, then there is no need of code. But when you are coding or doing automation of something, you are going to write code in certain languages. So according to me, actually in 2026, actually Java and Python are very popular, and they are picking so much. Python especially because of AI and stuff, Python is becoming very famous. But since Java is market leader and it's been in the market for it's been in the industry for so long, so Java is also, most of the companies uses Java. So if you are beginner, don't know how to code and what to code, then Python is very good choice. any of the language if you learn, then you can easily switch into other language also. If you learn Java, then Python very easily you can learn, and vice versa. But according to me, if you are new, then you should be starting with Python, because if you go for the job search also, if you know Python, companies will assume that you will be able to do coding in Java also. So there is no hard and fast thing that if you learn Java, then you won't get job in Python. So, but or vice versa. So if you don't know, Python is very easy to learn. So programming language you have to go with. Now, there are different things in programming. We will go through in detail. If you want detailed videos about any of the modules, I'll create part by part, videos related to them. But I am not going in detail right now. Now, coming to the module 2, which is related to UI automation. Now, what is UI automation? If you are opening any browser and going on any particular website, for example any travel website like yatra.com, or any different travel website, or any website on the browser, and you are doing automation to automate that browser or that application, that's where UI automation comes into picture. And we do testing with UI with automation, and use tools. There are different tools in the market. People get confused with what to learn first. So Selenium is there in the market, Python is there, Playwright is there, and also Cypress is also there. There are 3 different market trending tools are there for UI automation right now. Now if you ask, Playwright is picking fast. Playwright is very famous, and there is huge demand of Playwright. So if you are starting first, I would suggest you to learn Playwright rather than Selenium. There are a lot of issues with Selenium which Playwright has resolved. So that's why industry is switching fastly from Selenium to Playwright. So these tools, actually these libraries comes in different languages also: Java, Python, C Sharp. All of these tools, or UI automation tools, can support all of these: Java, Python, and C Sharp. So any language you learn, all of these tools can help you with that also. So if you want to learn Python, Playwright with Python, that is also available. Java with Playwright, that is also available. Similarly for Selenium. So according to me, if you are fresher and want to start first, then Playwright you should be starting rather than learning Selenium, because eventually companies will switch on Playwright because of because it's very fast, and there are lots of good features over Selenium. Now coming to the third module, which is framework designing. You learned programming language, now you learned framework, you learn UI automation related thing. So you also should be knowing framework designing. So this also we can talk in module 4, rather talking at this module level. But understanding what is framework is important. Why do we need a framework? So framework is nothing but a standard of coding where you don't repeat the particular code again and again. So for example, if you have written a code to open a browser, so in each of the tests you would be writing, you need not to write again and again the same code. That's where frameworks come handy, where you don't write the same code again and again. And building a framework of whatever language and UI automation tool you use, that's very helpful basically. So there are different types of frameworks or different design patterns we use. Page object model is very famous and extensively being used in industries also. So page object model design pattern is very famous, and there are different layers and all those things. So you can go through into the details of how to create framework of if you are going with the Playwright with Python, how to create a framework using Playwright with Python kind of thing on ChatGPT or any other AI tool, that will help you understand at least. Or if you want me to create any of the modules or detailed videos of these modules, what to learn and how to learn, then comment in the comments. I am going to create separate videos for all of these modules also. So another thing, BDD is also there. Cucumber for Java, if you are using Java, then Cucumber is there. Python Behave is there. C# SpecFlow or Rec and Roll is there. So this is BDD is behavior driven development. This is also part of framework designing. So if you are using BDD frameworks, if you are creating BDD frameworks, then these libraries comes handy in implementing BDD. For now, you need not to. You shouldn't be going with BDD and all those things. Now coming to the module 4, which is API automation. Guys, this is very, very important, because API automation in 2026 or for that matter in 2025 or beyond, this API automation is going to be very, very crucial, because everything, the way these applications are getting developed, these APIs are being used very, very extensively. So instead of UI automation, API automation is more handy because it's very fast. So we write code with API plus UI automation kind of thing. So that's where whenever we create framework, we create a hybrid framework which supports API plus UI related automation. So in API automation, there are many things. So when you are testing APIs manually, so there is a tool called Postman which you can learn to test APIs manually. If you are using automation tools, then you can have there are different libraries available in Java. There is rest assured library to learn API automation. In C# there is rest sharp, and in Python there is requests is Python library, but and Playwright also supports Playwright API. So if you are learning Playwright, then API automation related things will be covered in Playwright API itself, and you can learn since you are using, if you are using Python, then request is the library you can learn. So based on what language you chose, I think based on that you can select which library to learn and implement. Once you learn API automation and how to do API testing, then I think designing framework where it supports UI and API both will come very handy. Now going further, module 5 is related to database. So in database, basically database, you need to learn SQL also. As an SDET, basically you have to learn SQL. So yeah, so this is module 5. So module 6 is version control. Guys, this is non-negotiable, because everyone who is writing code has to store your code on some remote repository. So remote repositories are GitHub, GitLab or Bitbucket. There are many, but mostly GitHub is very popular. So you can have your repositories created on GitHub, and that's where you learn Git. So Git and GitHub is, by the way, different things. If you don't know, Git is a version control or local version control tool, and GitHub is remote repository kind of thing. So if you are not aware about this, tell me in the comments. I'm going to create the video on this also. And now module 7. So this comes CI/CD and cloud execution is kind of advanced thing. So if you are if you are well versed with all of these things till module 6, I think that will be good to have. But if you know these things like CI/CD and cloud execution means you are executing your test cases using CI/CD tools like Jenkins, or GitHub Actions. Most of the companies use Jenkins because Jenkins is market leader in this space of CI/CD. So this is another thing. Cloud execution also, if you know browser stack or Lambda test, that's fine. If you don't know, I think learning Jenkins is more than enough. You should be aware about this. Now coming to module 8, debugging or troubleshooting. See, everyone knows how to code, or everyone can generate code using ChatGPT or Gemini tools. But when comes issues, when you get stuck or your code is messed, then understanding that debugging, understanding the code, and then troubleshooting it, that's where actual programming skills comes into picture. So debugging simply means that you are understanding the problems in the code, and you are troubleshooting, you are providing or resolving those issues. So these skills actually comes with practice, but if you know the basics of how to debug in particular IDE, or if you have used IntelliJ or you are using IntelliJ, then how to debug using those IDEs really help. Now module 9 is you have to do everything, all of these things hands-on. You have to have your GitHub repository ready. You need to create a framework, a hybrid framework which supports UI automation, API automation. You need to create hybrid framework, or CI. You need to add that hybrid framework or automation framework with CI/CD and run your tests from CI/CD pipeline itself. So once you do all of these things, I think you are well versed. You have learned end-to-end automation thing, where you build UI automation framework, API automation framework, you have added that to CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, then executing your test cases from GitHub through CI/CD pipeline. So all of these things you are building and have created everything, then I think that's more than enough. And definitely module 10, which is the last one, AI for automation testers. So when you are how to learn all of these things, how to implement, you can use AI for AI basically, and using that you can expedite your learning journey also. But I would suggest, do not use everything, do not use ChatGPT to generate code or do everything for you. Rather, you should also understand each part of the code. Once you do coding by yourself with your fingers, you will feel better and you will understand more, rather than getting ChatGPT and then writing code from ChatGPT itself. That will not help at the first place. You should understand the basically the concepts, and then code. And once you learn, then definitely you can use ChatGPT to write faster code, and the pieces you have already learned, you can use ChatGPT to create code for you. So yeah, so these are the things you can, as I said, once you understand, then you can generate POM for this page, different parts of the automation. You can use ChatGPT to create different things for you. So AI tools, basically you can use GitHub Copilot or ChatGPT, AI powered tools. There are a lot of AI powered IDEs also. Cursor is there. There is anti-gravity tool is there, which came from Google. So I'm going to create videos on that also. So that was all in this particular video. If you liked the video, please make sure you press like button. And if you have any doubt, or if you think that I should be creating more videos on explaining different modules I discussed in here, do comment in the comment box, and I'm going to create separate videos for each of the module so that you have better understanding of each of the modules and what to learn, and if you are a beginner, what to learn and what to avoid. That is very important, what not to learn. Because at when you are in beginner phase, then you tend to learn so many things which is not required also. So if you want me to create separate videos on different modules, then let me know in the comments. I'm going to create videos on that also, and I'm also going to create full PDF of the roadmap for 2026, which will contain all of these things, and the minute details also I am going to add into it, and you can check out in the pinned comment or in the description, and you can go and get it from there. With that, once again, if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you really like the video, and share it with your friends who are new and wanted to learn software testing in 2026, and I'll see you in the next one.